sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Got a phenomenal game to show you off. It's really displaying the power of the Schlieffen, and right now, what better suit to do it than during ranked season? And before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the support. 2,000 subscribers giving away a premium DD giveaway. So let's get right to it. Here is the strategy. Let's look at the map. I always like to break down initial positioning because good positioning at the beginning is always key. You can't correct poor positioning. So right off the bat, we have the destroyer. We only have one. Going for the middle, so we might as well either contest the other destroyer or actually go and try to seize those potential, power-ups. And then we have the Des Moines off to the west to support the daring. The Marseille is going to move up in the middle, more of a contesting. I'm not sure if he's spotting or if he's really trying to design the battlefield to be more of a central contesting area. The Republic and the Schlieffen, are going to linger in the back of the map and see where it develops from there. So let's get right to it. First contact and first initial shots right off the back. We'll see if we can contain the rest of the fleet right now. As you can see, the bulk of their force and their battleships are going to seem to be coming down the 7 line, staying east of the main island structures there. So it looks like the central area will be, I would say, pretty much non-contested, so we might have the Daring and the Des Moines will be just fine over there, taking in the center of the map, while the Republic and I will hold the rear and see if they actually push and we can contain them from actually pushing all the way into our spawn. Now, the one downside I do not like about ranked is they are allowing CVs or and submarines, actually. CVs and submarines in ranked. My personal opinion, I think they should stay in randoms because the battlefield, I would say, is a little bit more fluid, larger, dynamic than ranked. Ranked to me is still, again, like clan battles because you're actually fighting for position, using more skill, using more of the, like I said, positioning and actually tactics and actually teamwork rather than focusing on gimmicks of the ship. Again, I think the CV and the submarine is a gimmick. Kind of like super ships because you can press a button and somehow you have a magical advantage over everybody. I don't think that's the place in ranked, so that's why I really don't like to see that right now, and that is probably what the downside is. Forgive me, the downside of actually commenting on this kind of battle style is, I would say, degraded because the fact that there's a CV in the game. So any kind of maneuvering or stealthy tactics of positioning or trying to overwhelm the enemy is kind of thrown out the door because of the CV and the carrier is there to really just throw everything, a wrench in the entire mess. So I really don't think that's very, it doesn't allow for the fog of war. So, forgive me for that. I don't think it's very good gameplay, battle techniques or battle tactics determination because, man, the CV's already spotting everybody. So you already know where everybody's at. It's almost like you have an automatic radar for the whole thing. You get a nice shot off there on the other counterpart, Schlieffen, and really it looks like their bulk force is pushing. So it looks like, again, their team is doing the tactic I usually like, which is stay together and pushing all one down the 6-7 line and see if they can focus fire. Now, the problem that they're facing right now is we're all spread out. That's the counter tactic to a push right now. If you're all spread out, you have all multiple angles of fire, and that you can have our central team there in the center of the map is able to basically crossfire into them, and they're not allowed to basically cheat back into the middle or cut into the middle because they're just going to be overwhelmed, even focus fired from the west, as opposed to them just having a complete autonomy of one section of the map. So right now we're just continuously picking off single ships right now. They're not getting their focus fire off like they would like. Again, our carrier and their carrier are just really going around spotting and duking it out, but really, I don't really comment on that. And there's some torpedoes right there, so we know their destroyer is in the southeastern side. So it looks like we have central control of the map. They have their ships stuck and just kind of holding. I'm not really sure what their initial plan is, but I've noticed, and let me know what you guys think below. Have you noticed that lately in ranked, it seems like the player base must be brand new or something because a lot of them just don't even seem to move. They seem to be just sitting in the back or just hugging an island, which I'm going, there's really only 6 of us here, maybe 5 if you don't count the carrier. What is the point of you guys sitting in the back? But anyway, let's get right to the action. Hindenburg right here actually steps into our spider web of secondaries here, and just look at the power of the secondaries, especially with the reload buffs and the boosters and everything. And you can see Adrenaline Rush is kicking in, as well as if we get that, we activate the commander skill, Again, the commander skill actually is the perks actually, Lucian's actually pops during ranked battles. So if you get over 100 secondary hits, then that means we get a buff to the secondary. So let's see if we can get him right inside. So we slam on the brakes, go in reverse, see if the Hindenburg can just slowly creep just right inside of our secondary range. That's why I like the Schlieffen secondaries out to 12.5 kilometers, and they're still deadly accurate with IFHE, by the way. And we are just melting this Hindenburg right here, and I think he regretted his mistake. His ability to slow down is just not as fast as I'd like it to be, as our speed in reverse is actually pulling him. Oh, now we get a Moskva full broadside. We immediately switch to the Moskva, so let's see if we can get a double kill here. We can launch our salvo full send, and we're going to see if we can melt the Hindenburg at the same time. Is this going to be a Kodak moment? And boom! Double kill, splash 2. RIP back to party, and that was an amazing... really literally on the throw shot right there, basically on your toes. Hey, do I see a target of opportunity right there? And we definitely succeed in that, getting a double strike and taking 2 players off the map with one fell swoop right there. And we have the Thunderer, who is also making the mistake of wandering into our secondaries. Not a good idea for walking into a secondary Schlieffen with buffs and everything. And we get a Citadel. He is now withered down. He has no HP left. In splash 3, RIP back to party. He is down. That is 3 kills, and we've eliminated half the team, 141,000 damage with 13 minutes left in the game. And, man, for us, 1 ship to take out half the team is just not a good day right there. So you notice that our positioning right there allowed us to have the enemy flank come right into our secondary range, allowing our team not only... So we are not only absorbing distraction and fire, it allows our team to be able to shoot freely with confidence and with ease, so they can slowly eliminate the team. Notice that our team is still pretty much at full strength there, almost 5 ships to their 3, and we are literally continuously contesting this whole central of the map. We've got their Shimakaze out in the open with the CV spotting. Again, I don't like the idea of the CV because really it doesn't give the destroyer player any kind of advantage anymore, because now you can't go undetected. You got to run away. You can't do your duties as a D destroyer player. And let's see if our secondaries can reach him this far out. My goodness, look at the range, and boom, he goes down. Daring, way to go. There is a great DD player right there doing their job, going after the destroyer and eliminating that threat right off the bat. Unfortunately, we lose our Des Moines to the carrier. Again, how can a Des Moines fight against a Midway? That's not really a fair fight right there, because they've nerfed AA guns, it seems like, throughout the map. AA just doesn't work. So for them to reduce the amount of ships and try to anticipate or expect that a single lone ship is able to hold off a CV player is just ridiculous. It's just not fair. It's not a fair fight. So again, let's go right back to the action. So we're just basically going to cap the center of the map with only 2 players left. We're going to determine where the Pommern is going. We'll speed this up a little bit, but you can see right there the power of the Schlieffen. I think the Schlieffen right now is one of the most powerful ships that you can definitely... And you see a lot of Schlieffens being run right now, because why? There's only 6 ships going on right now in ranked. It's only 6 versus 6, and the tier 10 aspect of it, I do like the fact that it's tier 10. I'm getting tired of tier 8 and tier 9, but you know, for ranked, yeah, 6 versus 6, Schlieffen's probably the most powerful ship in the game for that reason, because why? You really don't need the HP to survive that much. 76,000, although low for its tier, it's not really... you're not really using a lot of it right off the bat unless you're being focus fired, because, you know, in randoms, it's 12 versus 12, and you have literally, if you have 5 or 7 ships shooting and concentrating on you with a CV or sub, yeah, the Schlieffen doesn't have enough HP to actually brawl its way towards a target and survive the initial onslaught. But more I've seen in ranked, it does allow you to push a little bit more aggressively, with a little bit more confidence, knowing that the fact that there's only 6 ships in here, I could maybe survive the initial onslaught. And again, if I die, boom, I hit the button again, it says battle on, and then I jump right into another game again with the Schlieffen. That, again, I have to applaud Wargaming for changing that. The ability for you not to have to wait for a match to be over with until you can play that ship again. I think that was a great selection on their part. Don't know why they prevented that before. They should just allow you to play this multiple times. The whole point of this is the repetition of people coming back to the game. Why limit that, right? And again, here comes the Midway right now, trying to drop a salvo on us right here. Ooh, look at 6 torpedoes. Not really fair. Nothing you can do about that. I had all my AA guns active and working. And we take, what, 1, 2, 3, about 2 or 3, maybe 4 torpedoes right there. Not sure, but thank goodness they were just scratching the paint right there, and they didn't really do much. But again, that's not really a fair fight right there, because there's nothing I can do other than rely on automation in order to somehow take out a CV carrier player, whatever. Looks like our Schlieffen is turning away. Not sure what he was planning on doing here, and he is just lingering outside of the map. Again, I've noticed a lot of these players are really just sitting outside of either of the objective, running away, hiding behind islands, when it's really only maybe, what, 2 ships left, perhaps? I just don't understand this player base, again, anymore. Let me know what your thoughts below. But right now, it looks like this game is pretty much in the bag, and that is how we secure the win right there. Right now, let me see if I can speed this up and just get you a little bit more action on the flank here. Okay, so it looks like we got the full broadside midway right there, taking a shot with only 2 front guns, and yep, looks like this game is pretty much sealed for us. As long as we can get the midway out of the game, it's pretty much in game for him. But let me tell you, what do I recommend for the ranked battle season this time? Yeah, heavy battleships, I've noticed the biggest ones were full secondary builds. Ohio, Schlieffen, GK. A lot of the secondary builds that you can really work on do actually work very, very well. I think Ohio is one of the best battleships that if you're looking for an American-style battleship secondaries, and definitely the Schlieffen. Those are the ones that I've seen a lot of people playing and selecting right there. Let me know what your selection, your choice is for this ranked season right now, but I think right now just trying to get steel, trying to get ranks. I'll get in a lot of those crates and containers. This is a good time right now. But Schlieffen and Ohio, definitely recommendations for this rank season. But let me know what you think about the battle below. Do a nice double strike right there. Secondaries are in action, and this is exactly why I like World of Warships right for the secondary shots, and that is how we win the game. But again, build will be at the end of the video. Can't thank you guys enough. We're on our way. We just passed 1,300. We're going to 2,000. Premium Destroyer giveaway at 2,000. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, smash that like button below and the bell. And we can't thank you guys enough for all the support you have. Build again, as at the beginning. Pause it for if you want to view it. But hope you guys are doing well. Until next time, we got the next video coming up. We'll be doing about how to become another better DD player, destroyer player series. So have a great one, guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.